So David, brand new for this season, the CB1100 Honda. What was your first impression when you saw this bike?
The first thing that always strikes me about bikes or cars is the appearance of it, and it put me back into high school.
Yeah.
Because I owned Hondas back in the late 60s, and this reminds me of some of the bikes that were coming out in the late 60s, like the 750 Honda. Along with the looks of it, what adds to it is the checker design on there, the striping. It's just so retro looking, and it just reminds me of the past of motorcycles. But yet, of course, this one has some new safety features that those bikes wouldn't have had.
Yeah, no, I was out riding it yesterday all day, and I couldn't believe the comments I got. Nice classic bike, love the old bike. I mean, they've nailed it in terms of the look.
They sure have. And the quality of the paint job and everything, I was commenting on even the stripes are within the, I don't know a lot about paint jobs, but sometimes stripes are added afterwards.
Yeah.
Much like stickers are. These are embedded in the paint and the clear coat. A great finish on it.
Yeah. Now my first impression was just, I could not get over how low the saddle was and how compact the bike feels. It feels to me like a 500.
I agree. Not being quite as tall, I still did notice how comfortable it is for myself because I could put my feet flat on the ground. And you're right, you get riding along, and until you accelerate, when you sit on it and look at it and feel it, you do think you're on a 500, maybe a 750.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, when you accelerate, you have more power than that, but it is amazing how light it is, and because of that, how well it handles.
Yeah. So let's break it down. The motor, air-cooled, 1100cc. I hit the starter button, didn't touch anything, boom, lit up.
Fuel injection, and of course it's not a very cold day today, so we don't get that kind of test, but it started every time instantly. The engine is smooth running, literally purrs or hums, I'm not sure what the right term is.
Yeah.
Just a nice sound to it.
Yeah, it is so quiet. I could not believe that. And smooth.
It is smooth, and I have the feeling that I could ride a lot further and not have to get off.
Yeah.
The seat, even though it's got that old style look to it, even the strap on here,
yeah,
very comfortable. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's very comfortable.
Transmission, the shifting.
Always, it clicks in without even hesitation.
Yeah.
And for those who lose track of where you are, it even has the gear indicator on the little digital dash here.
Yeah.
You still have the retro dials, but you have the digital dash here, which gives you, well, the time and the gear you're in, and your gas gauge and your mileage. So it's just a nice little addition to remembering what you're up to. But you still have, you still have your tachometer and speedometer as always.
And so true to like the early 70s, eh? Like analog gauges.
Yeah.
This would have been chrome back in the day, but
right.
Even that is very similar to the old school.
Just the layout, everything, and the mirrors too. We're speaking about the front end of the bike. Mirrors are a really good size.
Yeah.
So you just take a little bit of a glance, and you have a really good view of what's going on behind you.
Brakes.
ABS. I commented earlier about the retro or the classic look to it. ABS brakes, you certainly know you have them. They work well. Obviously, with the bike being as light as it is, I think it's in the 500-pound range or 550 or so. The brakes certainly do the job.
Yeah. I'm 6 foot tall, comfortable riding position. My legs were maybe a titch cramped after a long day, but for the most part, I was comfortable. How did you find it for fit?
Same. Not as long a ride as you did, but being a little shorter, as I commented earlier, perfect. Your knees are bent just the right way. Very comfortable. And again, whatever they've done with the seat, it adds to that, but the position is comfortable.
Yeah.
And you don't have to reach very far ahead to get to the handlebars. You can sit comfortably and reach them.
Yeah. And
actually, the levers also adjust for someone who might find their hands are a little smaller.
Yeah.
So you can adjust both levers if you want to.
So, old school, it's got the look, it's got the power. Is there anything we don't like about this motorcycle? For me, you know what? Too quiet. I wanted to hear that. I wanted to put pop on it.
I know.
Give her.
I know.
Just too quiet. But other than that, anything you didn't like?
That's probably the only. That's not really a criticism. It's just a personal like or not. I mean, I like a nice throaty sound too, and this has a slightly lower sound than that. But I can't think of anything I didn't like about this bike. I would take it home.
The viewers are not going to be happy. I get mail. You guys never dislike anything.
Oh, well, that's no lie.
Okay.
No, it's a.
Would you change anything?
No.
No.
Not really. I like everything about the look of it. It's comfortable to ride. I love the retro look. Being of my age category, I tend to collect old signs, and I look for old gas pumps and gas stations and whatever else, and this fits right in. But yet it's modern technology.
Yeah.
You know, fuel injection and ABS brakes. For someone who likes to go for short rides around town or a longer ride across the country, you've got it.
Throw on some luggage and off you go.
Yep.
Thanks very much, David.
Well, thanks for the opportunity. Enjoyed
Great
it.
job.
Loved it.
Thank you.